So I'm going to be recapping the UFC 325 press conference, and first and foremost, I think we should all agree that Quillen Salkield should have been there. I don't know what the motive and idea was behind him not being there, but he's honestly been making waves at lightweight, not only through his performances, which have been really good, but also just through social media. He's just been trying to be a big star, and I don't understand why they wouldn't put him at an Australian press conference. Other than that, Volk has some of the best fits, honestly, out of anybody when they show up to press conferences. We got to give it to Volk, man. He always comes dripped out. No matter what costume he's wearing, he always has that drip, that aura to him. And Diego always has that hat, that aura hat. It's pretty tough. Benoit Saint Denis and Dan Hooker promise blood. They promise a bloodbath. They promise war. And honestly, I believe them. I don't think this is a Sean Strickland moment where you're thinking, oh, they're just saying that, yada, yada, yada. This is going to be a contender for Fight of the Year. I think it's going to be better than Paddy and Gaethje just because there's actually going to be a takedown threat involved in this fight. BSD is not just going to stand with Dan Hooker just on rounds upon rounds upon rounds. He's not an idiot like Paddy was. Benoit will actually look to actively take this fight to the ground, which will make it an exciting just overall mixed martial arts matchup. Those are the type of fights that I consider Fight of the Year. Fights where all the martial arts are happening and they're just blood. We got more Volk news saying he has no plans of retirement, even though we did say this before, but him continuing to say that is really good. And he also revealed that he's looking for a quick turnaround if he comes out with relatively no damage. So hopefully that happens. A quick turnaround for Volk would be amazing. I don't know who he would fight, though, because there's no really clear-cut contender unless Lerone Murphy skips a line or something, but I still think Lerone Murphy needs one more. Same thing with Masvidal. A lot of people just need one more to honestly gain their title shot. So I don't know what this quick turnaround, who it could be against, but it would be exciting, very exciting regardless. Yeah, but honestly, this press conference, I'm going to keep it a buck. It was pretty boring. Dan Hooker said F. Paddy Pimblett, Tai Tuivasa and Talisman Teixeira were fighting whoever's going to do the shoey. And they didn't really ask Mauricio Rufy and Fiziev that many questions, to be honest, but it was a pretty mundane press conference. The best things we got out of it was Volk's retirement plans, sort of, I guess. But other than that, it was pretty a mundane press conference. It also really only lasted 15 minutes too. And I don't think it was that great. But yeah, also about the press conference, just the crowd. There was no big crowd there. I understand that maybe the fans there were being loud, but I could tell there was not a lot of people. They kept going on and on about all the Australian crowd, the this, that, and the other, but I didn't really hear that much noise. I don't know, did you?